Hey everybody, welcome back to Runaway Roses. Today we're getting ready to install a Houghton AC on our Northern Light.
That's right, we're excited to, we just got it not too long ago, about a week ago actually, and we're going to get started on the install. I don't know, we're not going to get the whole install done here, but what we're going to start with first is we're going to test the AC before we even remove the old one. So we're going to get into whatever we're going to get into, so stick around. All right, Carla, show us the new air conditioner.
Pretty cool. It's a Houghton Bel Air Caravan A3400.
Yeah.
H3400, right?
A3400.
Oh, A30. There's 3 models on here, so I didn't know.
And
Here
not only is it an air conditioner, but it's a heat pump.
Yeah, it's got a heat pump in it. So, you know, when we're we're hooked up and we want to conserve some gas, we can use this. Here it is.
Here it is. It's a big air conditioner. The thing's definitely wider and longer than the Dometic that is on top of the camper.
But it is shorter.
It is, yeah, it's lower profile as far as the overall height. So we're excited to put it on the camper and lower the overall height of our rig.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't talked a whole lot about. We currently cannot get our camper off of our truck in the garage now that we have the F450.
Yeah.
So we're hoping that, we're not 100% certain that's going to solve that issue, but we're hoping that that's going to help us be able to do that, as well as our current AC is so loud in the camper that we cannot communicate. And I mean, it's not like there's a wall in between us. We just can't hear each other in there with the AC.
It is loud. The typical RV Dometic air conditioner that's crazy loud. So hopefully it'll help with those two things. This air conditioner is about 2 inches shorter than what is up there now. So hopefully that extra 2 inches will help us get the camper off the truck.
And it'll be much quieter. I don't know what the decibel rating is on this one, but from what I understand and what I've seen is it's much quieter.
Yeah, we're gonna test that.
Yeah, we're gonna test that.
So again, real quick, here's the full air conditioner. And for anybody that likes to see the specs, there you go. This is a 13,500 BTU model with the heat pump. So I'm gonna take some advice from our neighbor. He's a commercial heating and air guy, and he said, I would highly recommend that you start this thing up before you even tear the old one off the camper. So
smart.
We're going to do that. It's a smart thing to do. He said I can't tell you how much equipment that we get that comes into the shop and it's something, you know, is wrong with it, broke or it doesn't work or whatever the case. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna take this, and I think what we're gonna try to do is put it up on some sawhorses, and I'm gonna hook a cord up to it, and we're gonna at least wire it in, then hook up the bottom part of it that would be on the inside of the camper, and at least turn it on, hear it come on, then hear the compressor kick on as well. And then we don't need to, you know, cool it down or anything. We just want to hear it function, hear the compressor come on, and know that we're good, and then we can get to removing the one that's on the camper.
Ready?
All right, so here's the AC on top of some sawhorses there. Basically, you can see the bottom of it there. So that's the bottom. I'm gonna have to find some wires, power wires, wherever they are, and pull those out so I can get to them to test them.
What are you doing with that?
So what I'm gonna do with this is basically, you can see the end of it's already kind of messed up, so I really need to replace this end anyhow, so I'm just going to go ahead and clip that off and then strip the wires and then hook the wires directly to the air conditioner, because it's a 115 volt air conditioner. So we'll go ahead and wire it in directly and then hook up the bottom part to it and then test it out and make sure that it comes on. So I'm going to go ahead and clip this off and strip the wires.
Wire stripper.
Love this tool. Makes it so easy.
Just trip some wires.
That easy. Twist the ends. All right, I got my wire stripped down here, so I'm just gonna basically connect black to black, white to white, and green to green, and then we're gonna pull this little connector down here, and then that goes to the inside cover, and we'll connect that, and then basically it'll be ready to power up and test it, make sure that it works. Let's get some wire nuts on there. I am expecting everything to work just fine, but you never know. I've definitely got stuff before that did not work, and certainly would hate to pull the air conditioner off the camper
And install this one.
install it and find out there's a problem with it.
That would be not good.
So, you know, this was a smart call by my neighbor, and he's learned the hard way in his heating and air business. So we're gonna follow his directions on this. Let's get the inside cover. It's in the box right behind Carla. We need to open the box.
Open the box. Yeah, so when we got this shipped, this came a few days before our other thing did. And we thought, they shipped the wrong thing.
Yeah, we're like, that's definitely not a big enough box for air conditioner.
But then we realized it was 2 packages. So.
Because there was only one tracking number, so I figured it was just one box, but it wasn't. I gotta get a razor knife.
All right.
This plastic flange, or this one actually goes, this one goes on the outside up on top.
Okay.
And then this one, I believe, it goes just like that. You mount this, I think it's zip tied down. Mount this black piece to the inside of the camper where there's some bolts on each corner, sandwiches down
Okay.
to hold the AC, and kind of take this apart. There's some clips. The wire is zip tied, so I'm gonna need to undo one of those, but we took the bottom piece off, this piece, and there's some little clips here, so we'll need to
Push those through.
move those in so that we can
Separate it.
separate it apart. I need to get a screwdriver.
Okay.
I cut the zip tie for the wire here, so I may need to reconnect that once we install it in the camper just to keep things tight from rattling. But for now, I'm gonna connect it to the plug.
We need to get something in.
That easy.
Probably don't want any tension on that. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there you can see everything's connected. So let's go plug it in and see if we got power.
Hope for the best. I know how to work a remote now.
Yeah, Carla was smart, and remember, we need to get the remote out because you got to have a remote control to actually function, work the air conditioner.
That's the only sort of downfall to this is that you have to have the remote control with batteries to operate it.
Yeah, so it means we're gonna have to keep some spare batteries in the camper.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, you ready?
Let's test it.
Yeah. We set the camera down here, and this panel right here should light up somewhere when it comes on, so.
Okay, I think we figured it out now. Okay, it's on now.
No, it's not, according to this. But if I push this button right here, it comes on, showing 24 degrees Celsius.
Maybe it's because
It's upside down.
off. Is it because the cover's off?
No, that's not. You hear it? It's on. It's blowing. I can feel it. It's blowing real strong right here. Well, you gotta turn the. Gotta turn the AC off first.
Is it blowing out cold air?
No, it's pretty cold, but I mean it's cold in the garage too, so
Yeah,
you can't
that's
really
true.
tell.
Okay.
Try to turn the
So,
air off, because the air went to, looked like it went to Fahrenheit. Went to 76 degrees there for a second.
we got heat.
Does it say heat on
It's
there?
got a little sunshine.
Oh, sunshine means heat.
I think that's what that is. Doesn't that look like a little sunshine?
Looks like it.
I guess that's heat. I don't know.
Probably take it a moment to heat up. Being a heat pump, it'll, you feel it?
Yeah, it's warm. It's warm. You got to put your hand like right up in there. It's warm.
Stick your hand down there by the fan now. Kind of,
Here? Oh yeah, that's warm.
yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice in there.
Yes.
And it'd be just enough without having to run the furnace
Yes.
or plugged in. Why not use the heat pump?
It'll be like sort of a really.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's awesome. All right, well, the heat works. Let's turn that off.
Works.
Turn it back on. Go to mode. Snowflake. I don't know if it's not gonna go below 60 in here. And I don't even know if it is. Well, it just came on,
Probably because the heat was just on.
probably.
I'm sure the thermostat's here or something.
Yep. All right. It's working.
Works. Yay.
Down here, it's actually pretty quiet. You know, there's no roof in between the bottom of it, and it's surprisingly quiet. You can hear the fan on top. It's blowing strong, but you won't hear that once it's hooked up and on top of got the roof in between. All right, well that was easy enough.
Yeah.
So now we know that it works. I mean, I didn't really have any doubts that it wouldn't, but you never know. The box actually was damaged a little bit on one side, so
It was.
you know how they
As
are.
usual.
You know, FedEx or UPS or whoever it is delivers. You know, they don't really care what they're delivering. It seems like so.
Yeah.
But anyhow, glad to see that it works. Now we can move on to the next step of climbing up on top of the camper. Actually going inside the camper, removing the inside part first, and then taking the top part off and putting this one on.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let me show you one more thing that excited that I was able to get done. That is get a second receiver hitch put on. They put the top one on, added this one, and so that way the bottom one is left all original, and basically they just cut the top, put a new one in, welded it to the top of the original one, as well as added some extra bracing in the back. So now we can get our super truss in, and that'll be really cool. They did a great job. The guys over at Robbie's Hitching Post in Canton, Georgia. All right, now that we're up here at the top of the camper, up on top of the ladder, you can see how close the top of the air conditioner is to the ceiling. So this air conditioner is supposed to be 2 inches taller than the one we're putting on. So hopefully we'll have an extra 2 inches. It will probably give us about maybe 4.5 inches or so altogether. So fingers crossed that it'll work. And there it is. It's tight, barely fits in the garage. We're also gonna have to remove that vent cover there that we put on, because it's gonna stick up too high as well, I believe. So we may have to change that up too. Well, we're not gonna make it to the install of the AC on this video. That'll be on the next one. But at least we were able to power it up, check it out, make sure it works, and that's actually exciting.
Yeah, it is. It gets us real motivated to get it done.
Yeah, really looking forward to having it on there. I'm looking forward to having a heat pump in there. I think that's going to be really awesome because
We had that in a casita, and it was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty much all we used. We didn't really need the furnace unless it got super cold. So excited that we'll have that. And this Houghton AC, if that's how you pronounce it, some people pronounce it differently. I don't know, but that's how I pronounce it. Houghton. It's a 13,500 BTU, and we bought it from Rec Pro. And we got it on a Black Friday sale, so it was like 11% off. We paid full price for it, just like everybody else. It wasn't free.
I'm going to check into getting like a discount code for anyone who's interested in one. I think you can get something with 5% off, and I'll put that below if I'm able to figure all that out.
Yeah, hopefully we can, because we really feel like it's going to be a great air conditioner. We did have a chance to actually check one out in somebody else's camper. They had one in an Oliver. And we could see how quiet it was, and it was
nice.
It was super nice. So we're excited to put it on. So
which led us to consider this one because, so what I was saying earlier is, we hadn't talked much about it, but we can't get the camper off the truck in the garage, and so Todd considered 3 options. This was the least expensive of the 3 options to get it off the truck, and
then the other options were getting like a Kelderman air ride system for the back of the truck,
which would have been
and then having, that's kind of a big job and super expensive. Be great to have, but super expensive. So we're not really ready to spend that kind of money. And then the other thing is to like actually modify the ceiling of the garage, and
who knows how much that would have cost.
And that's doable, but I don't really want to do that. So having the extra 2 inches of this air conditioner, being lower profile. We'll probably have around 4.5, 5 inches, and hopefully that'll be enough to actually raise the camper up off the truck and drive the truck out from under.
So that's twofold. We get a cool, quiet AC, and it's low profile, so we can get our camper off in the garage. So that would be awesome if it worked out.
And so if it does work out, that's a win-win. But if it doesn't, we still wanted the air conditioner anyhow. So, we figure we just go ahead and pull the plug and go ahead and buy one and see what happens. So stick around for the next video. We're going to get to the install, and we're also going to check the decibel of the new one and the old one and see how that compares.
So what do you think? Do you think it's going to our camper's going to come off in the garage with that new AC on? We'll see.
Stick around for the next one. Hopefully it'll be out real soon. Appreciate you watching, and see you next time on Runaway Roses. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.